It's time for the Mike Norvell Show, presented by AutoZone. Get in the zone. AutoZone. The show is supported by the Tennessee Lottery, Jack Pirtle's Chicken, and by the Mid-South Chevy Dealers.
Welcome in, everybody. Can't do any better than perfect, and that's how the Tigers start the Mike Norvell era, 1-0. And to tell you, Coach, how good that is, your team in a coach's debut scored 35 points. That's the most points since World War II that a Tiger debut coach ever got. So congratulations for that.
Thank you. It was a great atmosphere last night. It was fun getting a chance to see our guys take the field in a real game action. And I thought the guys came out. They started fast. Really was pleased with their preparation and what they did to start the game. We had a little bit of a little lull there, offensively there in the middle, really second half. I thought we could have done a couple things better. We got to eliminate the turnovers that we had, but really pleased with the guys' overall effort.
And I should remind everybody, this is not like Missouri State was a year ago or Austin Peay 2 years ago. This SEMO team is a pretty darn good football team. Very big up front, therefore it was a little bit difficult to run. I think if there was a surprise, it was maybe that difficulty, but you certainly moved the ball over 400 yards.
Yeah, I mean, every game that you play, teams are going to try to take something away. And I think you saw early, they were really trying to stack things against the run game, and we were able to have some success throwing the ball there early. Our offense is, we're going to be balanced. We're going to try to establish the run, but if teams are taking that away, it's opened up those one-on-one matchups on the perimeter. And so, like I said, I was really pleased with how we started. Defensively, I thought we came out and really, kind of dominated the line of scrimmage. I thought the guys did a good job of tackling. We gave up the one big play, just with a couple missed tackles. We'll get that corrected, but overall, I was really pleased with the players.
A couple of newcomers that I think we're all going to enjoy watching on the defensive side. Jonathan Cook, man, is he a hitter. And Patrick Taylor, he was sort of a surprise to all of us.
Jonathan, I thought did a remarkable job. He made some plays, really flashed. Coming down from the safety position, was making plays all over the field. So we have high expectations for who Jonathan is and what we believe he can become. He's just got to keep getting better each and every week. And then Patrick, Patrick was a young man that we obviously were very excited about in recruiting, being able to get him to be a part of our program, and he's just improved every week, and really been impressed with him. His first play and first carry, actually, we have a little exchange issue when we turn the ball over, but I think it shows his maturity and just overall mindset that even after a negative play like that, to be able to come back and have those explosive runs there at the end, I was really, really happy for Patrick.
Really, really fun to watch, that's for sure. Here is what is coming up. We've got game highlights, first half and second half. You'll really love those opening three series, I can promise you that. Then the Mid-South Chevy Dealers inside access. The Tigers take a trip to Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. And then finally, the AutoZone road ahead. Oh yeah, it'll be Kansas in town in a couple of weeks. But next, we take a look at the debut of Riley Ferguson and company.
Watching the Mike Norvell Show.
On game day, the first thing that happens, you take the buses, you arrive at the Liberty Bowl, and you go through Tiger Walk. And I know that meant a lot to you.
What an incredible experience. When we pulled up on the buses, pulling up and seeing that sea of blue, it was one of the most impressive sights that I've ever been able to experience. And then when you step off the buses and you hear Tiger Nation kind of erupt, that was one of the highlights of yesterday.
And almost 43,000 on hand, and of course there's the fanfare. You go through the fireworks, and then you create your own fireworks a little bit. Let's talk about Riley Ferguson and his debut.
I thought Riley, he came out. We talked to him about just really trying to play within himself, and we had a lot of success there early. We started off being able to get the ball out to Anthony Miller, trying to get a little tempo going. I thought Riley did a good job of managing the offense on the first drive. That's a big third down conversion. Riley is a really skilled quarterback. He can place the ball extremely accurate. I love the first drive and just how efficient he was. Being able to put the ball in place is a great catch there by John Pop Williams.
How about that freshman too?
Freshman. and then getting the ball out on the perimeter with Darrell Henderson. It was one of the things that we were pleased with our backs catching the ball out of the backfield last night.
And the first touchdown for Henderson caps off the Mid-South Chevy Dealers drive of the game, and you're up 8-0. You went for 2, and Anthony Miller with the scoring pass.
Yeah, that's something we like to try to have a little trickeration there at times, and they did a good job executing.
And your defense was really brilliant early, and this kid, Arthur Mollett, had one heck of a game.
He did. Arthur, I thought, played at an extremely high level. Did a lot of great things. I like the energy. We talk to our guys about starting fast as a football team, and I thought we did that on both sides of the ball. And I really like the energy which our defense played with.
So a little discussion there after that one didn't work exactly how you had wanted, but your defense goes right back to work, and I'll tell you what, you were really good up the middle the whole game. There's Jannard Avery, another terrific game for him. Pennington didn't have a lot of stops, but I thought his presence was really felt.
I thought our defensive line did a great job of establishing line of scrimmage. I like the physicality. You talked about Jannard there. I thought he played at a high level, and I was excited about our guys. This was a big thing for us. The punt block by Tony Pollard, true redshirt freshman coming in, making a huge play. And I thought that was a big play. We talk about our special teams dominance is something we wanted to really build off of, and I thought Tony did a nice job there.
Well, the beauty of that is, there's another kid from Melrose, he had a couple of great catches, but everybody young here is contributing.
Yeah, we take a lot of pride in developing those guys and getting them ready to play early, and so excited about that. Another big defensive stop. Marco Montgomery making a big sack, and then got the ball back on offense and started getting rolling. Had a good run there by Dorland. Great catch here by Phil Mayhew. Phil's a guy that is just such a great, consistent player. And then a really nice, we set up the screen, got a little pressure. Daniel Hurd with a big catch, getting the ball down inside the 5-yard line. And this is what I was pleased. We got into 12 personnel, a little off-tackle play, and Dorland getting in the end zone.
Dorland Dorcius, every opener, he gets 2 touchdowns. He had one in this game. I'll tell you the other beautiful thing about it is that Ferguson hit 10 different receivers, and there is the pick by Arthur. So he had a couple of breakups and a pick. And look, he doesn't give up. He's still trying to get yards.
No question. That's one of the things we pride ourselves in. When we get an opportunity to get the ball in our hands on defense, we want to score, and obviously that sets up our next touchdown. Being able to, one of the things we look for is when we get a sudden change, we need to put points on the board. We want to see touchdowns. So great opportunity and great drive there.
22-0 just like that, and those little flare passes don't fool you.
Jonathan Cook, a great open field tackle, really impressed by the job that he did, like I said, last night. And, seeing guys rally to the ball, playing at a high level. Right here we got a nice run, another off-tackle run by Dorland, and like I said, they were trying to stop the run. They were trying to squeeze guys there inside, and so that opens up the passing game. Here we're able to hit Daniel Hurd down the seam, and then catch him down in the red zone, releasing the back out of the backfield, and Darrell Henderson with another touchdown.
That was a thing of beauty. So Henderson ends up with a couple of touchdowns in this game. Now, there was Patrick Taylor's first carry. That's a read. The quarterback trying to pull it out. It comes out.
And that's something you sit there. You're up 29-0. We have an opportunity to really kind of put the game away, and we turn the ball over. This is where I thought the lull set in. Something that we've definitely got to improve on. But really liked our defense there after we turned the ball over back on our own end, able to go out there and just hold them to a field goal. I thought that says a lot about the character of our defense. I'm really impressed by that.
And I really like the emphatic teaching at the end of the half by you. The numbers on the scoreboard are terrific, 29-3. And the rushing yards, I know that's the thing. They gave you passing, and you cashed in there. 3 turnovers, that's the thing you don't like.
No, that's the thing we got to improve on. You play as you get better, you play better teams. As you continue to give yourself opportunities to win games, we've got to get that corrected.
You got to play a whole bunch of folks in the second half. We take a look at that in just a minute.
The Mike Norvell Show.
Tigers are up 26 over SEMO at the half. Now, here's something you don't see all the time. We had a little power outage in the press box The lights went out, no power at all, and the game is delayed before it starts. I think it was to catch up with ESPN. They didn't want us to go without the TV coverage.
Yeah, it was definitely unique, and it kind of changed the dynamic of what we did. We had to pull coaches out of the press box and get them down on the sideline, so we weren't wearing any headsets, and it kind of affected the communication a little bit. I think maybe broke up our rhythm just in a sense, offensively. But we talked to our guys about playing the next play and control what you can control, and so it's good to get that experience. There in game one, defense comes out, gets a great stop. They pinned us back, had a great punt by their punter. We're backed up in our own end. Really emphasized, taking care of the ball at halftime, make sure we didn't put the ball back in jeopardy, and we were able to punt it back, flip the field position, obviously do that offensively.
And that one weapon there, Tremaine McCullough, is a tremendous player. He was their top running back a year ago, and then this was Willer Young.
Yeah, this is a play that that really we got to get fixed from last night. They broke out into our secondary, and we had an opportunity, two guys coming down, and just we didn't capitalize on finishing the tackle. Really one of the only major mistakes from yesterday, and that's something I know we're going to continue to work on and get better at. But obviously we got the ball back on offense. We need to make sure we're still establishing and being able to move the ball down the field. But our defense came back out, responded well, and got us back off the field.
That was really the first missed tackle I think I saw the whole game. You were pretty good in that regard, but boy, that fired up your group.
Yeah, defensively, that's something we work every single day, and we spend a lot of time in our individual tackle circuits. But it also shows the guys it only takes one play, and if we miss that one, it could result in 7 points for the opponent. So, but I liked our guys. Offensively, you see a lot of different players. There's Joey Magnifico with his first college catch.
How about that?
Yeah, that was pretty good to see. And our guys battled. I thought I was really pleased. There's Mashane Slade, another redshirt freshman.
And he's the speedster, right?
He is. And you see a lot of guys that out there making plays, able to play a lot of different young players. And then obviously Jake Elliott, banging through the field goal.
That's 45 yards, and it looks like it could have gone 55 or 60, and look at that hit. They ruled him down. It was actually the correct call, but my goodness, what a classic tackle.
Yeah, I was pleased with the physicality that we played with defensively, and you see, there was nothing that was uncontested, and that's one thing we talk about is make sure when we get there we're putting pads on people, and I like the way our defense played. We got to continue to improve and get better, but was really pleased with them.
This time he pump fakes, buys himself time, and how about that? That's a great catch. There's Tony Pollard.
Another redshirt freshman. So last night we played a lot of young players. Tony Pollard with another great catch, and for the opportunity for these guys to be able to get in, and there's a true freshman, Patrick Taylor. We saw a lot of new faces on the field. They got their first college experience, a new quarterback. There's mistakes that were made, but it was really pleased with our group, and have an opportunity to go out there and get better. And so we're looking to build off this. We have the bye week coming up, and we got a lot of work that we can continue to do. Great play there by Jannard. I thought he played at an extremely high level.
And then here's some closing seconds there, and that was absolutely a great grab.
It was. We had good coverage. We made it a contested catch, and the young man went up and high pointed the ball and came down with it. Now this was something. We got the ball back about 3.5 minutes to go, and really wanted just to run the clock out. And Patrick with a big run. Love the physicality there at the end. We got down into the red zone, and we're just running all direct runs. Didn't want any misdirection with it, and opportunity to finish it up.
Didn't rub it in.
Yeah,
like that too.
It was that's a very classy program there at SEMO, and they gave a great effort, and for us to be able to go out there and get the W, that's the most important thing.
And then you look, you ended up over 100 yards rushing, over 400 total. The 3 turnovers, there were none in the second half. I know that makes you happy. and you can't beat 1-0, right?
Exactly right. And so we talked to our guys about taking everything one step at a time. And last night was the first step that we had, and we went out there and have a lot of area for improvement. I think Riley Ferguson, you see his stat line there, almost 300 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Only the 2 interceptions we got to get corrected.
And this
then
kid
Anthony
we love,
Miller,
huh?
Anthony Miller over 100 yards receiving, which was good to see. I thought he had a really nice game. And Arthur Millette, guys we've talked a lot about through camp, their work ethic, the things that they're doing, that you see while you're training, and the way that you practice and prepare, it shows up on game day. And so I was really pleased for those 2 young men.
It's also not just about lessons about football. There's other things in life, too. Let's take a trip to Lebanon when we come back.
You're watching The Mike Norvell Show.
A week and a couple of days ago, the Tigers decided they're going to take a little side trip. They ended up going to Lebanon Children's Research Hospital.
Welcome to Lebanon. Thank you so much for coming. We are so grateful that you're here, and you're going to get to meet patients and families. They're going to be so excited to see y'all.
Play any sports or anything?
Yeah, I run track.
Oh, you run track, that's all.
Don't need your hand for that. That's a good deal. Oh, you might. What are you doing, track? You run?
I run the 200, yeah.
Okay.
It's moving, touches you like special place in your heart, because they don't have much, and they're, as a child, we're able to do so much, and now we're blessed to be able to play football for Memphis, and they're in this hospital battling through a lot right now, and just the fact that we get to come over here and just put a smile on their face and their families' faces, you can see that it makes them all so happy, and it's a blessing that we're able to do this.
We're here for you, man. I'm telling you, we're here for you. A bunch of good guys in this room with you, man.
It's truly a blessing to be able to come and have an impact on other people's lives. I know it sounds weird, but honestly, they're having more of an impact on me than I feel like I might be on them. But it's awesome to have this opportunity.
I like how you did blue and red, too. I like that.
Day in, day out, we're working hard, and we don't realize the impact that we have on people's lives. So it really means a lot.
Coach Norvell putting something in front of us to do a lot more community service, just so we can get out there so people know who we are and just the impact we have on the community. And just it's a great amount. They come support us, so the least we can do is go out and support them and just show how much we care.
I've been to a couple of children's hospitals, and it's like I said before, it makes you take a step back, and it's a great experience. It's great to be here with my brothers too, so we can all do this together and interact, and it's just a great time.
Oh, I think Jason got this one right. It's beneficial both sides here, these interactions.
No question. And this was actually our first off day that we had as a football team, and for our guys to be able to go and spend time with the children at Lebanon, it was a special occasion. And it means a lot to me as a coach, because for our guys to see who we represent, and those are young Tiger fans, and it was just a very special day.
Now you got a week off, and coming up we'll talk about what occurs in a couple of weeks. The AutoZone Road Ahead next. The AutoZone Road Ahead is in 2 weeks. The Kansas Jayhawks are in town, and apparently, Coach, they're a much improved team from a year ago.
They are. Yesterday had a big win over Rhode Island, 55-6. We know that we got anytime you have a Big 12 opponent coming in here, we got to continue to focus on putting our best foot forward, and we're excited about the week of preparation.
You got 2 weeks to get better. I know you're going to get better in the running game, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna continue to focus on ourselves. It doesn't matter who we play. We focus on getting better as our football team. We feel like we got a great group of guys to work with, and we're going to put them in the best position to be successful.
A great start, for sure. Best of the next 2 weeks, and I can't wait to see you. That'll be 2 weeks from now, folks. We'll see you out on Sunday night. Have a great Labor Day Monday.
Thank you for watching The Mike Norvell Show, presented by AutoZone. Get in the zone. AutoZone. The show is supported by the Tennessee Lottery, Jack Pirtle's Chicken, and by the Mid-South Chevy Dealers.